Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial I wanted to show you a stitch, a very easy stitch, one row repeat. Of course this has to be worked in rounds. Yeah, I think you can do with this a neck warmer, infinity scarf, even a hat. Yeah, it's really easy and goes fast, especially like I said in many other tutorials, if you work with a thick yarn. You can do it with like summer or spring infinity scarf with a thinner yarn, and I think it's gonna look really nice. Yeah. Okay, this stitch you're gonna have to start with 2 chains. Yeah. I'm gonna just show you here in the beginning how to do the chain, let's say. Let me put this a little bit closer that you can see. I hope the camera is not gonna be too foggy. So we're gonna start by doing the knot. You do the knot the way you like, and I'm using now 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. Yeah. So we're gonna chain 2, 1, 2, and we're gonna go back to the first chain that we did in there, and we're gonna pull up a loop, and we're gonna do like an extended single crochet. So yarn over and pull the yarn to the first loop, yarn over and pull the yarn to the next 2. So we're gonna go to this line here, this one, yeah, and we're gonna pull up a loop, we're gonna pass through the first loop, yarn over and pull the yarn to the next 2. And we're gonna do like this. I think it's best if you do even numbers, so you have 1 and 2 stitches. So again, you're gonna go to this line here. Yeah, hope you can see this line. Pull up a loop, pull the yarn through the first loop, yarn over and pull the yarn to the next 2 loops. And again, it's this line here that we're gonna go. Pull up a loop, pull the yarn to the first loop, pull the yarn to the last 2. Yeah, so when you turn like this, you have the stitches 1, 2, 3 and 4 stitches. Yeah, so you can do as long as you like the chain. For a neck warmer, I think the neck warmer for, I don't know, maybe 48 centimeters, 50 centimeters for an adult if you want to do a neck warmer. So after you do that, as long as you like the chain to be, yeah, when we do like this, it's gonna be like that. Yeah, so after you do, as long as you like the chain, we're gonna go back to this line here, how we usually do the chains. Yeah, that line. Hope you can see this one. Pull up a loop, leave that loop there, and now we're gonna bring the, how you say, this to be like this with the stitches up here. Yeah, so we're gonna turn this, and we're gonna go to this chain here, the one that we did, first one there. Put the hook like that. Then, well, I'm gonna put the yarn. Then pull the yarn through that chain that we just poked, and then slip stitch to this first loop. Yeah, and we're gonna have 2 loops. Yarn over and pull the yarn to the next 2 loops. Yeah. And now we're gonna go to the first stitch here, this one, and we're gonna slip stitch again, and now we're gonna chain 2 chains, 1 and 2. Yeah, and now we're gonna skip the next stitch, this stitch, and into the next stitch. I'm gonna go in there, and we're gonna pull up a loop. We're gonna do the extended single crochet, so pull the yarn to the first loop, yarn over the hook, we're gonna go back into the same stitch, pull up a loop, you're gonna have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull the yarn through all these 4 loops, chain 1, and this is how we're gonna do from now on. We're gonna skip the next chain, the next stitch, and into the next stitch we're gonna do the same. First we're gonna do one extended single crochet, yarn over the hook, and we're gonna go back into the same stitch, pull up a loop. You have 4 loops on the hook, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do the same. Pull up a loop, pull the yarn through the first loop, yarn over the hook, and we're gonna go back into the same stitch, pull up a loop, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do the same. Yarn over the hook, go back into the same stitch, pull up a loop, 4 loops on the hook, pull the yarn through all those 4 loops, chain 1. So we're gonna skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do the same. Yarn over the hook, and we're gonna go back into the same stitch, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1. So we're gonna skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do the same. Skip the next stitch, and into the next gonna do a extended single crochet, yarn over the hook, go back into the same stitch, pull up a loop, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all those 4 loops, chain 1. Skip the next, and into the next the same. We're gonna do like this until we finish this row. Skip the next stitch, and into the next, pull up a loop, pull the yarn to the first loop, yarn over the hook, go back again into through the same stitch, pull up a loop, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1. So skip the next stitch, and into the next gonna do an extended single crochet, yarn over the hook, and we go back into the same stitch, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1. So we kind of reach the end. So we have here the stitch. We're gonna do the same through this. Gonna do an extended single crochet, yarn over the hook, go back again, pull up a loop, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all the loops, and we have to do it again. Okay, chain 1, and from now on this is the row that you're gonna repeat on and on and on. Yeah, we're gonna skip this here, and I don't know if you can see, we have this cluster here, let's say, and we have like a line here, and it's a space between this line and this cluster right here, the spaces. So in that space we're gonna work only through this space. Yeah, so in the beginning we're gonna skip this, we don't slip stitch, we don't do anything. Yeah, so we move to the next, let's say the stitch here, and in this space we're gonna do the same. We're gonna do an extended single crochet, yarn over the hook, go back again through that space, pull up a loop, 4 loops on the hook, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1. So now we're gonna move to this space here, this line between this line and the cluster. Yeah, right there. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so we're gonna do an extended single crochet, yarn over the hook, go back again, pull up a loop, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1. So we're always gonna work into this space. So you go into that space, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 1. So now you're gonna skip all this and go through this into this space. don't forget to chain one. If you don't chain one, you're not gonna have this line here. Yeah, you're just gonna have a cluster. That's it. It's important not to forget to do that, to chain one, this one. So you move to the next. You see these spaces here, so you move into that space, do an extended single crochet, yarn over the hook, go back again, pull up a loop, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain one. So now we're gonna move to this space there, chain one, so again I'm gonna move to that, and this is how you're gonna work this this stitch. Just 1 row repeat, that's it. It's very easy, but I think even with a thin yarn will look very nice and delicate, like a scarf for spring, if you like to. Move to the next space, you know, that between that line and the cluster, and you're gonna work. You see, this is the tail where we started, where we joined the chain, or whatever, that foundation, extended single crochet foundation chain. So you just work on and on and on like this. You don't need to slip stitch, join the rows or whatever. But I think, like I said in other tutorials, it's good if you don't know. Either you keep this tail a little bit longer and you will see where you start. If you want to change colors, that would be nice. Or you put a marker, yeah, in the beginning, just to make sure that you know where to change the colors. So you just work always into this space. Yeah, this one goes fast. Depends on your yarn size. This might, if you use a, well, even if it's a thick yarn, you might, looks like this, you see? It starts to form already. If you use a thicker, will go faster, will build the work faster. Now depends for how long. If you want to do a infinity scarf, then that's gonna take some yarn. Yeah. So you move to the next in that space there. Or you can do a headband, you can do a neck warmer, you can do an infinity scarf, you can do a hat, you can do so many things. You see the tail is here, so I'm almost at the end here. So it's like now is the time right here to change the colors if you want to alternate colors. Yeah. So you move to the next. It's like you start a new row. So you move to the next. You start the new row, new stitch, let's say, and you keep working this on and on and on. Look at this. So this is where I so it's gonna be like this. Yeah. So it doesn't look a little bit here. I don't know. It looks a little bit like a. Where is it? You can see here. In here, it's not quite straight. It's a little bit, you know. But here it's just straight. You can see, it's just straight. So yeah, give it a try. You might really enjoy this this stitch. So if you like to do something with this stitch, give it a try. Yeah. It's really easy and goes fast, and I like that between the clusters you have this, whatever, the lines here, how it made. It's really nice. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you like this stitch. Give it a try. You might do something, even though now, who knows, in time people will watch you guys will watch, but now it's almost Christmas, so you can hurry up and do some neck warmers, or an infinity scarf, or a hat. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.